Alright, this video is how to reassemble the Vulcan fill and gauge assembly. It's all dismantled right there, so we'll go and assemble it. Foremost, I did some mods on this. You know, like your fill probe O-ring just getting nicked and leak, and you have to replace the O-ring often. So I kind of countersunk the entrance of the fill probe hole. All right, so it's tapered in a way and polished. Same thing on the other side. Zoom in here, look like that. All right, so your O-ring will last longer without getting nicked a lot, so it has a smooth ramp to go in. And also on the other end, it's also polished, tapered. All right, see, even on the inside you'll see the polished end. I'm going to reassemble it. Foremost, you have to reinstall your gauge. So I got a new O-ring here. Abby's going to put it in. When you get the new O-ring here, you want to verify it's the right one by placing it on its seat. Alright, that's where it's going to sit on. Alright, before we put this gauge on, screw it on, the outer dust cover has to be put on. Alright, you know the resistance of this dust cover, without a, I'll show you here, there's two O-rings here. X as a resistance so it doesn't spin, and so it stays aligned, all right, with your hole. See, so if you want it smoother, you could lube this O-ring, right, to rotate easier, but I kind of found out I like to keep it kind of dry. Has a good resistance in there. Right, O-ring's in there. You gauge, make sure the chrome is not chipping anyway where the O-ring sits on. All right, I'll put it on. All right, when I remove this O-ring, I mean this gauge, I use a socket wrench. All right, use a 15/16. Key point on this O-ring, when you feel it seated, you just turn about a quarter turn, and that's it. Because if you over compress this, the O-ring will get turned like a rock sooner, and it'll leak on you, right? Or it needs a little, just barely snug it on. All right, then, well, here's your fill and check valve screw. All right, it's countersunk. I put a new O-ring in there. Kind of lube it up a little bit. Hold on there. All right. And you tighten this down. All right, all the way. Then you back out. Let me count it for you. Look right where it is. 1, 2. Say 1.5 or 2 is a good fill rate, and it'll still seal on you. All right. If you over compress it, it'll take a longer fill rate. All right. About 1.5 turn counterclockwise after it's bottomed out is a good setting. After that, get a new O-ring for your you know, O-ring right there, and she's ready to be reinstalled on the inner air tube. All right, catch you next video.